Okay guys, back here with another video. Today we'll be exploring Linville caverns, so there won't be a lot of talking except for the guide. But here's a pretty cool view for right now. And now we've got to go wait in line. I'll pick y'all back up when we are about to go into the cavern. I didn't throw the phone. Okay. Did you not? Levi, have a great day. Be quiet.
They wear a bat.
Oh, I like that. Hey, look at that messed up water bottle. Come on. I'm going to drink out of that. My life was spent on it.
And on the kids one.
No, fine.
There's so many pennies down there. That's pretty.
Guys, want to go in here? Be quiet.
All right, everybody ready? We'll get to the right side over here from the place. Got a couple things you got to go over before we end.
Okay, time to be quiet.
All right, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Linville Caverns. I'm Steve, and I'll be your tour guide. But we are an active limestone cavern, which means everything inside is still growing and forming. So we ask everyone, please do not touch any of the walls or any of the formations. The salts and the oils in our skins will dull the colors and stop the growth process. Also, we can't eat or drink inside. There's no discarding trash. If y'all want to take pictures, take all the pictures you like. You may use your flash, but just stay with our group as we take the photos. And we ask if you video record, just use the lights to provide for you only, so no flashlights, laser pointers, or constant lights come in the back of our phones. And while we're inside, there is a lot of low-hanging rocks in there waiting on your tall people, so watch your heads throughout the whole tour. And also, when a group wants to exit, we slide to the right. Let that group pass by the left in there, all right? First one in, you'll go around the curve here, and find an orange cone.
Go ahead, let me go in front. He's videoing. Come in.
Watch your head there, one, starting now.
Over here on the wall.
What is that? It looks weird. Oh, okay, this is kind of cold. I'm so scared. Oh, no. Oh, no. Watch out. This is really cool.
Oh wow.
Levi, did you see a truck?
Yeah, they're blind.
We got snap in here. I know, it's still something. And that's like. What's wrong?
All right. So, welcome to the inside of Humpback Mountain. The temperature inside is 52 degrees. It stays like that all year round. Our water temperature today inside is around 40, 42 degrees. That's very cold. I wouldn't jump into that today. And we might see 3 species of trout swimming throughout. We got rainbow, speckled, and brown trout. Most of the trout in here are partially blind due to living in complete darkness most of their lives. And we'll also experience total darkness ourselves later on in the tour. And a quick history fact for everybody. We had 2 fishermen standing outside fishing one day, and they noticed a fish was swimming in and out of the mountain through a little hole over there. Almost looked like they disappeared in the rocks for hours. So they got curious, followed them in through a little fissure that was available, and that's when they discovered there was a cavern here the whole time. That was in 1822. And like I was telling y'all outside, everyone y'all watch your heads. As you see, we have headache rocks in the middle of the walkways. And further in, we got concussion rocks, so watch your heads, anybody talk. And also the floors are very wet, so they could be slippery in some spots. So watch your step as you follow me through. All right, everyone, we'll continue to the next area.
Feels like a I actually have to drop these.
We're gonna look up this way now, everybody knows it. All right, everybody that's in the back here, put your hands to the left. Look that. We're gonna be looking up here. All right, you stop right there. Good. All right. So we got 3 different levels inside. We have our first upper level here. We make up about 8 different upper levels, but we can only tour one of them though, because most of the floor is only about 5 to 7 inches in depth. That would not support a group, that would collapse. But we're currently standing on our middle level, which is our main level. Further in, we got the lower level. We'll get to that one shortly. But this one upper level here, we call this the ballroom. It gets its name because it has a smooth like dance floor surface. And our ballroom is guarded by an alligator. So Phil, use your imagination as you follow my light. Right here looks like a snout, long row of teeth, there's an eyeball. But what we're seeing right now is not man-carved. That's all made from water. So as carbon dioxide mixes with rainwater, it makes it carbonated acids. It gets on our limestone walls, and that's what created our passageways and all the rock formations we're seeing now. The only thing that's man-made template inside with these man-made structured floors, and there's a couple of them man-made structured walls. Those were just put up and put down to make it safe for touring. There's nothing hiding behind those walls. All right. So now, we're going to make a line to the left side of the walkway, so we don't have to worry about our concussion rocks to the right. Going to the right side of this wall now. To the right here.
What's that open?
Back to you in 1 second. Alright, so we got a couple of different creatures that live in here. We got centipedes, millipedes, salamanders, crawdads, cave crickets, spiders, and bats. The 2 species of bats that normally hibernate in here, we got the tricolor and we have the little brown bat. The tricolor bats only get about 2 inches in length, and there's a wingspread about 5 to 7 inches. And they usually come in between October through April, and they'll just hang upside down in areas and go to sleep while they're doing tours around those months. But unfortunately though, bats suffer what's called white nose syndrome. That's like poison ivy, poison oak to a human. It makes them wake up throughout their hibernation, scratching and clean themselves erratically. So therefore they use up all their energy that they had saved up. And when they go hunt for food in the winter, there's usually none flying around. So you either freeze or starve to death. So at the end of the tour, we're going to step on a 10% bleach, 90% water solution. That's going to clean our feet. So we don't take that stuff out of here and spread it around outside. All right, now we're going to look above our heads. This thing coming out inside the wall, that's called flowstone. You're going to find flowstone throughout the caverns. You'll notice there's a lot of different colors on them, like that green, for instance. That represents allergy and moss. So when we find a light in the area, we'll find a lot of green, because all the lights bring plant life. Spider stuff. But we also call this our bat formation, as it might resemble a bat to you. In the center, it's got a head about the size of a fist, and it's a 3 feet of wingspread on both sides. It's a very ugly bat there, I know. All right, do y'all have any questions about white nose syndrome before we continue? All right, it does not affect humans, pets, or livestock. It only affects the bats. All right, everybody, we'll continue this way. Like a king hat circle here. So everybody can see right there. Oh, they're finished with their hibernation right now. They should be out there in the trees and their condos. Oh, yeah, they just hibernating. All right, everybody's in. So this is what we call our deserters' fireplace. We had soldiers during the Civil War coming here to hide from both armies. They said they didn't want to fight in the war at the time. But this is where they stood on Slayer at, had a sandbar here at one time. This is the widest part. So this is a good sleeping quarters for them at that time. So there's where they had a fire. They cooked their food, they made their shoes and stuff like that, but cobbler's benches and work tools and stuff. They sold them shoes and repaired shoes for around the local area for people. That's how they made their money or something to get their food and all that. But what they didn't know, all their smoke from the fire was leaking out the cracks and the fissures above the mountains. The locals thought the mountain was on fire. So when they come to investigate, they found that fissure, which is now the door, and they came in and captured everyone that was in here hiding. That was not a good day for them soldiers. They were told they were arrested and tried for treason. Now, that's why we call that our deserters fire pits. Alright, so we're currently in the widest part. When y'all follow me this way, we're going to witness our highest part. Welcome to our cathedral, everyone. Going to the right of the wall there. We're going to look above. Oh yeah, that's my wife. We're going to go back to you right from there. There you go. So we want to get back to see you there.
It's not better.
Alright, everybody's here? So from the floor to the ceiling is 23 feet high. Do y'all know what those things are called that's hanging above your heads? The other one? There you go, tight. So stalactites hang tight. That's a good way to remember them. Stalagmites might reach the ceiling. So they go from the floor upwards. You notice how stalactites are rounded up on the edges? We had a flood come in 1940 that ripped up all of our stalactites. So they'd been a lot larger if it wasn't for that flood. There was another flood in here in 2004. Hurricane Ivan, Hurricane Francis came in right behind each other. That flood level got about wall laying right here behind us. We were shut down that year for like a month and a half. We were all here swimming in it. But after that 40 flood, everything in here got disastered. So the John Quincy Gilkey Corporation that owned it from 37 in 1940 sold it to the family that owns it still to this day. So we did privately owned since 1940. All right, everybody, I need everybody listening very carefully. So our next spot that we're going to enter is our most tightest, most narrow spot in the whole caverns. So we ask if you are the slightest bit, the hair thick, claustrophobic, do not be in the front of the line. Because you will be the last one out of there, so in case something happens to you, they need to get out. You're going to run over everybody. We're not going to be doing that, okay? All right, so we ask you finally to get to the back of the line if you're claustrophobic or the slightest bit, so you can be the first one out. Okay, so we get one shot at this place here. We're on a time tour here. Okay? Also, when we get to a certain point, I'm going to let you know where we can start touching the walls from and we're all the way back through there. I'll let you know where we can start at, okay? All right, so line up accordingly to your preference. We're going to slowly go down our decline now.
I'm not claustrophobic at all. Here, let me in. Let me in. Not clue. Just because I'm making a video.
Whoa, that's kind of careful.
All right, everybody see where I'm standing? Everybody see me? All right, so from right here, all the way back this way, you may touch. Not over there, please. But right here, on back that way. We encourage you to touch these walls, so we don't want it to get any tighter than it already is. So we're going to stop that growth as you touch the wall, okay? All right.
I have no room for
Oh, look at that roller. It looks like there was a flood, right? And that, the floor is wet because of the flood.
No, it's because of the water. No, I have
This is awesome.
Let's try to get in as tight as we can without squishing each other, please.
I'm scared of big places instead of small places.
I like small places.
This is awesome. Here.
Okay.
What happens to this wall? I think it's 8 on my soul.
Hannah, look here. Your hands, guys.
If you make it up 3 over to 7.
Alright, so just a little bit further. Put some more in.
Scoot on down, little.
Just don't squish each other, please. Good
Down. How about that? Yeah, that's as far as we can go.
You're okay. Just one in there.
Oh, you're fine. That's just great, honey. Let the water go through.
You good right there? Okay. So, now you everyone please look below your feet. As I didn't turn the light on. That's what we call our bottomless pool.
Nope.
So in the 30s, we dropped the weighted line 250 feet deep and never touched the bottom. So till this day, we do not know how deep that bottomless pool is. So that is your water table, also known as your groundwater below your feet. Everybody knows
water
that
right
further
up
you dig into the
almost to the
earth,
grave.
you'll eventually come up to a puddle of water. There's your puddle of water. everyone.
Don't drop your phone.
Drop your phone. Yeah, drop your phone. You ain't getting that.
I would just be swimming. If it dropped, everybody can touch the walls on the one good times. I know everyone has touched the walls inside. This is the only place that we may touch the walls. So everything else around here feels the same, I promise you. So everybody got a good feel of the wall?
Yes.
Everybody seen the bottomless pool?
Yes.
Alright, so now the hard part. We're gonna turn around and exit the same way we came in.
Okay.
Alright, be careful everybody as you come
I
through.
can live in here. This is very nice. That's what I'm saying. I just bite off them and be like, this is my home now. I want to swim in that.
I don't think you do.
Imagine if they didn't have imagine if they didn't have that hole that we could just run down and dive into the water. That'd be awesome. Whoa!
It's raining.
Alright everybody, we'll continue over to your left.
Go ahead. I just got this one.
Now we'll line up on the right side of this wall. Alright, got everybody? Okay. So now, we'll look to the left of the wall. We got some white and gray rock. That's shady dolomite. Shady dolomite consists of 85% of the Appalachian Mountains. The other 15% is all limestone. So this is a very dominant rock. You only find this type of stone from Alabama to Virginia. It's the only place it exists. Yes. That's where they drilled out areas where rocks are in so they get the coolers in here and stuff. But you can make fire starters out of that stone. It's got magnesium inside. So if you run a hatchet across here, it makes a lot of sparks. Alright, so I got a group that wants to exit out real quick, everyone. We'll just slide over to everybody and we'll let this group pass by. Come on through out.
That was a pretty cool bottomless pool.
That was. I couldn't even tell there was water in there.
Yeah, you could.
I mean, not to begin with.
Yeah, it was weird.
I like that picture.
I'm not a fan. Yeah, I don't like all that energy.
Yes, we do. You said they weren't.
Alright, so there is no gold, platinum, or diamonds, or anything precious in here right now. I already got all that out this morning. But we do got a semi-precious stone there. That is called carnelian. As you see, carnelian is translucent. It gets its orange coloring from iron oxide. Another word for iron oxide is just rust. We do have some carnelian inside the gift shop if y'all want to purchase some. But none of that came from out of here. This is state and federally protected. So all of our stuff in the gift shop is imported, except for the walking sticks and pottery. There's nothing local right now. So all that stuff glowing, that's carnelian. It's only worth about 50 cents a piece for a stone about that big. That could be why we left it in here. It's not worth the hassle of taking it out. So as we walk underneath this semi-precious stone, anybody tall, watch your precious heads.
You don't have to worry about it.
Pretty tall for 90. Same.
Oh, that is kind of weird.
Let's line up on our left side now, everybody. We'll come in here and line up on the left for me, please. Yep. We'll line up on our left, and the last one is actually on my right here. So you got to flip on the left and either way. I would get ready to the right. We're going to let this group pass right in the middle of us. All right, good.
Please take a video because please pass on. First, we got time because I card million to watch your head for.
And guys, we've been back there like 6 weeks. It's been a while.
They got big.
All right, when we get back in the front, we're going to slowly walk through here, everybody. Watch out, it's the narrows up.
I'm just so bad because I'm so
Memo, there's a bag.
Where? There is a bat.
Where?
Memo, there's a bat right there. It's like in the crack.
Hey, we found a bat. There's a bat. There's a bat. Where's it at?
Back on it. Back on it back.
There's a bat.
Right there. You can see its face.
Okay, well, where is right there?
Okay, well, I don't know how to explain it. It looks like a claw. I mean, shark.
Oh, okay, I see it.
I can't
Do you
see
see
it.
it? No, I can't. I don't see it at all. It could be where we're standing.
Where it kind of looks like a lobster claw up there in the center of the claw.
Where?
I think it might be dead though. Because they're not so safe.
Where is it at?
Okay, see the claw. Just take a picture of it.
And they might lose it. Yeah, and it doesn't look very good.
Oh, wow, that's great. Right in there.
Oh,
All right, we're going to look this way now, everyone.
really pretty. Very pretty.
All right, everybody in the back, can y'all see me? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, this is the largest stalactite that's inside. It takes 125 years per cubic inch to form a formation this large. So we estimated that one to be around 160,000 years old.
Whoa.
And y'all noticing that green stuff again? What's that green stuff, everyone?
Plants.
Uh-oh, y'all notice a pop quiz in there?
Wait, what'd you try? Ow.
What is the green stuff there? It is allergy. You're right.
Yeah, I said it
Allergy
first.
lumps.
It looks
Because
like
of lights, like sun shining, it's plant like blue. So there's the largest stalactite. And you'll turn around, young man. I don't want to shine the light in your eyes. But right here, we got our largest flowstone formation. We call that our frozen Niagara, as it might appear to look like a frozen waterfall to you there. And the more rain that we get, the more it usually gushes down from here. So if it rains today, it'll take 3 days for that rain to finally work its way down. So the top of the elevation of Humpback Mountain is 2,440 feet in the air. So we're about a half a mile below the highest point. So all these drifts we're seeing drip now, that's from last week, so the weeks before rain. All right. So we're going to go through this little narrow section here, everyone. Watch your shoulders and watch your head.
It doesn't feel so easy. Walk right to the front of the middle.
Yeah, you're good. You can do it.
I can do it.
Oh God, that's cold.
Me too.
Whoa.
That went right down my back. I'm activated.
Whoa, look at up there.
I want to go back to do that, we need to come this way to the bottom. Was it not?
Don't catch.
You took the imagine the pipes messed up.
Yeah, also did.
Imagine the pipes messed up and someone.
Because also did.
It looks like hanging bacon.
Oh, whoa.
What are these? What? Like strips of bacon?
Yeah.
Yep. Oh, look at that.
Alright, we're getting ready to enter our level down, everyone. Please be a reminder, we can't touch any of the rocks inside, especially in this room here. This is very delicate stuff. This is what we call our most beautiful room inside. So we'll just keep it like that.
I can take all that though. Oh, driven rain.
Yep.
Oh, dang. Okay. I was like, is there a river?
This is probably from the ring room.
I think I see clowns up there. Like right there.
Now those are cords.
Cords.
Power cords. Left it.
Yeah, I'm going a little bit further. And line it to the right for me. So we can let the ones in the back see around our bodies.
Don't touch the walls.
Okay?
It's
Alright, we're gonna look on this left side of the ledge. When my light is shining, this cauliflower, or ground beef looking stuff, that's a cave coral. Cave coral is formed from under a drip pool. And on top of this drip pool, you know some snake looking like lines. That's rimstone. Rimstone's said to be perfectly level. And y'all saw examples of stalactites earlier. Here we have stalagmites. As a mite reach the ceiling.
Oh, whoa.
And then a stalactite is
Guys, that's the end of this video, and hope y'all enjoyed. It might seem like it cut off at a weird moment because my phone storage was all taken up, but that's the end of this video. Thank you for watching, and subscribe.